Almonds are out and dairy's a disaster. So what milk should we drink? This is when oh, man. Thank you for finally putting this in. I sent this to you like a billion years ago. You obviously thought it wasn't very important.
Well, I thought it wasn't really appropriate.
For Dave?
With Dave on the show.
Right.
Why? Dave? You don't think Dave milks any oats?
No, you had the graphics card stories. You just more appropriate stories for Dave.
Just trying to find something more.
Oh, is that what you're
relevant.
talking about?
I think that's what.
So you're
He's a GPU guy.
Okay, but you know for a fact he's not a milk guy? He doesn't milk anything?
I don't know. I almost had an answer for that. I was like, is he a milk guy or not? I don't know now.
Yeah.
Listen, the milk thing is out of control.
Yeah.
The milk thing is out of control.
No, I hear you.
And it came up on the show because we were talking about Starbucks being boycotted or protested for the milk upcharge. And it's a curious thing. The demand from PETA is that other alternative milks to dairy, to cow milk, should be the same price. And I'm sitting there thinking, are they the same price? And I'm sitting there thinking, now that we have 4,000 different milk options, what is the environmental impact of each milk? Because all of a sudden somebody sent me something on the almonds and they said, well, only if you want to murder the bees. And I was like, well, I don't want to murder the bees either.
Right.
And I'm listening to an entire podcast. I don't know what it was. Might have been Radiolab. I don't know. And they're saying, oh, well, you got to pollinate this and that, and they got to ship the bees in. The bees never make it home. The bees are so disoriented coming in to do the almond work, they get wiped. Mo, I'm not joking right now.
No, that's no good.
You don't understand. It's a whole ecosystem.
But how can that be a vegan option then? Because isn't their whole thing like no animals were harmed?
Well, that's the point. A lot of people, they look at an almond and they don't even, and then never even mind the drought and so forth because the water impact, right?
Oh, right.
Everything has an impact. Guess what? You live, you want,
yeah.
you impact. And then it's a question of doing this kind of environmental math to say, well, you know, this one's not bad over here. You're not demolishing this or that, but you're demolishing this other thing. But actually demolishing the other thing is better than demolishing the first thing because you will demolish and consume because you are human. And you want your milks and you want to milk things. You want to milk it all. You want to milk the cow to start. You're like, let me milk that. You want to milk the almond second. No, soy, actually. People were milking the rice. Then they wanted to milk the oats, the almonds, the cashews.
What's next?
What's left?
What's left to milk?
Yeah.
Coconut.
Oh, how was that not like
Don't forget coconut.
earlier on?
Coconut's in there.
Yeah.
Don't forget it. Well, once you're milking oats, I think you're milking most of anything. But anyway, they tried to figure out, and they compared the variety of fashionable milks as to which might have had the least amount of impact, and they found the almond problem similarly. They argued the lack of nutrition and so forth with the rice. And I think they were like, go back to soy, but then the criticism against soy is the monoculture aspect where you're planting
the same thing.
You wipe out the rainforest and replace it with soy because everyone wants soy, right? There's a couple emerging ones, but if you scroll, you'll see them all. It's a huge industry. It's a massive market. It's a lot of opportunity. Coconut they hate, an absolute tragedy.
Why is this?
Stay away from I don't know, it's the way it's harvested in poor regions and the slave labor aspect of it. Okay. Oh, you like coconuts, do you? Mo. I don't know. There's other issues. Coconut is an absolute tragedy. Hang on. Go back up. I love coconut, by the way. I'll do a bounty any day. Paid less than $1 a day. Palm groves are no paradise. Coconut trees only grow in tropical climates. The pressure to meet global demand is causing exploitation of workers and destruction of rainforests. I like the rainforest. Farmers in Indonesia should be growing food to feed their families instead of meeting international demands. Okay, that's listen. the whole point of this article is to poke holes in every milk source. So don't be offended if you are the coconut person, because there ain't no free milk.
But what's the least bad?
There ain't no freebies. Let's just keep scrolling. Okay. Almonds, bad for bees. We already knew it. We don't have to go into detail on this. Like I said, the bees are a necessity for this, and they really don't want to be doing that. That's not their natural behavior. Rice takes a ton of water. The almonds take a ton of water as well. And then there's no nutrition in the rice. Very low nutrition once it's milked. Hazelnut is on the up. You didn't know about hazelnut.
Wow. That's interesting.
Do you guys like hazelnut? Oh, damn. Will can't do anything.
I'm a big hazelnut guy, though. So.
You consider yourself a big hazelnut.
Mm-hmm. Nutella?
You get into the hazelnut type chocolates and things like this.
Yeah.
For consumers who want the nutritiousness and tastiness of a nut milk, but without the environmental impact of almond, the hazelnut is a rising star. Like all nuts, hazelnuts grow on trees that pull carbon from the atmosphere and help reduce greenhouse emissions rather than increase them. Hazelnuts are environmentally superior to almonds in that they are pollinated by the wind rather than honeybees. They grow in moist climates such as the Pacific Northwest, where water is less of an issue. Hazelnut on the rise.
Interesting.
Hazelnut milk. Let's start a company. Crush it. We're like, we are the milk.
All right.
Hazel milk.
Milky nut. Hemp and flax, niche contenders. I love hemp. I love flax. I throw it in my booster sometimes. Another way to ensure sustainable choices is to choose milk alternatives made from niche crops such as hemp and flax, grown in relatively small quantities in the northern hemisphere, which make them more environmentally friendly compared to a monoculture operation. Both plants produce seeds that make for a milk rich in protein and healthy fats. I've never had flax milk. I've never had, what was the other one? Hemp milk. Be interesting. I know hemp has a very kind of almost like citrusy thing on my tongue. I like a little bit. I like a little bit of it. I don't know if I could have a whole hemp milk. Flax, I probably could. Where do you don't, this doesn't affect any allergy, Will?
No.
No,
I can eat that.
Do you deal with the flax or hemp?
Are they talking specifically like hemp hearts?
Well, I'm guessing there's a grinding and there's a soaking when it comes to milk.
Yeah, I like that.
You'll do
Flax
that. You
with
might
fiber?
you might do that.
Yeah.
We're going to do the no guilt milk. Soy is coming back. They're saying, you know what? All things considered, with the almonds and the drought and the bees, maybe the soy wasn't so bad. That's what they're talking about right now. But that has the drawback of the monoculture, southern hemisphere, blah, blah, blah. And then oat, they don't mind the oat. They say it's...
Okay, good. I like the oat.
Will's like, I don't want to change anything. Where's oat going to line up on here? Where's my oat at?
I just want to know about this.
Oat is considered a humble hero. Interesting. It has good sustainability metrics, but I don't think the nutrition is quite as on point, Will.
Oh, right, yeah.
I hate to break it to you. Let's see what it says here. According to Bloomberg Business, retail sales of oat milk have soared from 4.4 million in 2017 to 29 million in 2019. Wow. Oats are grown in cooler climates, such as the northern U.S. and Canada, and are therefore not associated with deforestation in developing countries. The only drawback is that oats come from mass-produced monoculture operations sprayed with Roundup pesticides and such.
Oh.
There's no winning.
However, the popular Oatly brand oat milk company maintains its oats are certified glyphosate-free. Okay, so anyway, the conclusion that The Guardian says is go for anything but cow. They don't want cow, first and foremost. I personally think that there's a time and place for pretty much any milk. I think there's a time and place for pretty much any milk. If I had to do a milk ranking, maybe we should do a milk taste test and we should rank them blind.
Sure.
Okay.
Oat,
how many?
All of those ones. Coconut,
too many.
soy, oat. No, it's not too. We're taking a sip, Bo.
No, just I'm the one who has to gather it, so it's just it's just many to gather.
Listen, we just order it online, right? You can get
Okay.
the one in the Tetra Pak style, and it doesn't have, and then we'll refrigerate it here.
Because we got a fridge now.
we're fridge guys because we're fridge guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we would do cow, soy, almond, coconut, rice, flax, oat, hemp if we can find it. And we will find the ultimate milk. And hazelnut. We'll see if because hazelnut, they love it.
Okay.
If we like the he can't have any of these.
Maybe I can skip those. The almond as well.
You should just do it. You do it.
That's what he did to you. I don't know what camera you were on at that moment, but moment like this to me, he went, "You should do it." He just flung everything he had at me. It was very.
It was a lot less aggressive.
No, it was not.
You felt the wind.
I did. He flicked whatever he had. He flicked it at me.
Yeah.
Something hit me.
Yeah.
That's the level of aggression. You should do. You just do. Yeah. No, Will's not lactose intolerant. He's a nut allergy. Yeah. Can't do the nuts.